Welcome back to the channel. This is S.O.G, and in today's video we have the M&P 2.0 compact metal going up against the Canik MC9 Prime. But this comparison is going to be a little bit different. If you guys have watched my channel in the past, you'll know that I love the Canik MC9 Prime. This is by far my favorite gun and the one I shoot best. So when I was carrying this for a long time, then I switched up to the M&P 2.0 compact metal, and I released a video on that and got a lot of hate in the comments. People talking about why would you switch your carry gun so often, especially if you shoot it so well, yada yada yada. Man, so today we're going to compare these two. I'm going to take you guys to the range with me. We're going to shoot them both and compare, so I can show you guys kind of what I'm talking about and why for me I ended up making the move and switched to carrying the M&P over the Canik Prime. The Prime to me has been 100% reliable. I got probably over 3,000 rounds through it. It's fed everything I put through it perfectly fine, and I haven't had no issues. The M&P also has been incredible. I've got probably about 800 rounds through it. I'll be doing a 1,000-round review on this at some point, but needless to say, I trust it enough to carry it, and I'm accurate and good enough with this to be able to replace my Prime. So that should give you guys a little general idea of why. And when I like something, I want to carry it, and I want to see what it's like to carry, the lifestyle of carrying with it, so I can give you guys some good reviews and feedback and things like that. In terms of overall height, the MC9 Prime comes in at 6.73 and the 2.0 comes in at 6.03. Now, when we talk about the height, you have the compact with 15 rounds and the Prime with 17 rounds, but the Prime stands at 5.43 with 17 rounds in it. Obviously, this is an aftermarket magazine, but with the standard mag, you're looking at 5.43 inches in height. And then the 15 capacity M&P 2.0 metal comes in at 5 exact inches in height. But if you want to add the 17 round mag, then it goes up to 5.5. So just a little bit taller than the Prime 17 versus 17. And then in terms of width, you have the Prime, obviously she's a slimmy at 1.16, and then the 2.0 is 1.3, so just a little bit thicker on the 2.0. And as far as the weight, obviously the metal is going to weigh more, so you have 26 ounces exactly against 23 ounces exactly. But the barrel length, regardless of the dimensions and how much bigger the Prime is, minus the thinness of it, right, then in overall dimensions, they have about the same size barrels. The 2.0 has a 3.6 inch barrel and the Prime has a 3.64 inch barrel. Next, we're going to take a look at these triggers here, starting with this M&P 2.0. As you guys can see, this has a really nice looking trigger. It's like a flat face trigger, but it's got a skeletonized safety blade right in front of it. You have quite a bit of take up, but you get to the wall pretty quick, and the brake is just absolutely awesome. I love how quick that brake is, and that reset is really good too. Just a really good trigger here by this M&P 2.0, honestly. But we all know the Canik Prime is just unbeatable. You have a flat face aluminum 90-degree trigger here, and man, it just feels really good. It's got much longer take up though than the 2.0, but the brake, honestly, the brake is probably about the same on both, but this is what sets them apart. That reset is ridiculous. Just immediately on the reset. Both of these have phenomenal triggers, and I can't wait to take you guys out to the range so I can show you guys what they could do, how they perform. Obviously, we have an optic on the Prime. I am going to shut that off so that we're running iron versus irons, and that way it's a fair comparison. So anyway, let's stop talking. Let's take these to the range, see how they perform, take a look at muzzle rise difference, felt recoil and hand difference, accuracy, all that good stuff, and then kind of show you guys what I'm running and why I'm carrying the M&P 2.0 over the Prime. But before we go do that, real quick shout out to Zero Hawk for sending over this EM1 and FDE. This thing is a beast. I have multiple of these on different guns of mine, and they are 100% reliable. I put them through a torture test. You guys can check that out on my channel. I'll leave a link up here. But I put them through a torture test and they passed with flying colors, man. I did all sorts of things, put them through hell, and they still ran perfectly fine. They still held zero. I have hundreds of rounds through these. I have them on multiple guns, and I recommend them 100%. So check out Zero Hawk and the EM1 enclosed emitter red dot or green dot. You have a cleaning cloth, lithium battery, tool, screw sets. You have an optic plate or optic cover, and then two optic adapter plates. You have one that goes on an RMR, and then you have one that goes on an MOS. Otherwise, you could just direct mount to any RMSC footprint gun. we're back from the range. What did I tell y'all, man? I told you guys I'm good with both of these. I'm not just carrying these guns just to try stuff out. I mean, it's stuff that I'm testing off camera, maybe even on camera sometimes, and stuff that I'm comfortable with, stuff that I can shoot accurate and well with. It ain't just that I like a gun because I bought it and now it's a carry gun. Nah. I mean, the Prime, I'm a beast with the Prime. I mean, if I'm that good with irons, at that range at, what was it, 15 yards? I mean, with the dot, it's just crazy, especially at further ranges. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, with the M&P, I'm not too far behind that. I mean, it looked almost identical. You know what I mean? Small, subtle differences that I noticed personally as a shooter. I had a couple strays on the 2.0 and everything in the Prime went straight through that hole. I mean, I shot the same amount of rounds through each of these, and it looked like I shot less with the Prime because I just kept hitting the same spot. But needless to say, I just wanted to show you guys that you can be proficient with whatever firearm you choose as long as you practice enough with it. It don't matter. And if you're efficient with it, you could run it as an EDC. It don't matter if I go back and forth between these or 10 other guns. If I can shoot all 10 guns as accurate as these, then you're good. It don't really matter. It doesn't hurt to switch your EDC. In my personal opinion, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. But honestly, it's all about efficiency. It's all about being accurate and responsible. And if you could say that you're that way with 10 guns, man, that's perfect. I know there's a saying out there talking about, fear one man that shoots a gun 10,000 times versus a man that has 10,000 guns and shoots it once or something. I'm sure I got that quote wrong, but something like that, something along those lines. Well, what if a man can shoot, 10 guns just as accurate, regardless of what gun it is? You know what I mean? It is what it is. But again, it all comes down to your practice. No matter if you have one gun or you have 30 guns, if you're going to carry, make sure you're efficient with it. Make sure you're accurate and you trust it and you've run it enough to know that it could save your life. But now I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the Prime and the 2.0 metal? How did you guys see that little range test that we did? Which one had more muzzle rise and which looked like it had more felt recoil in hand? For me personally, I was surprised that I handled the Prime better than I did the 2.0 because when I shot and reviewed this one, I thought it was a flatter shooter and more well balanced than the Prime. But back to back, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nasty with the Prime. I don't know. I'm just used to it. I'm not sure. But to me, the Prime had the edge, and we got a lot of weight and we got a metal frame, but to me, the Prime just handled a little bit better. Felt recoil was less on the 2.0. Muzzle rise to me, I think the ports did their job compared to a non-port, obviously. I think they did a good job of returning back to zero. The one thing that I did notice on the 2.0 was that front sight, because it's got a white dot up front and then the two white dots in the back. It was throwing me off a little bit. It kind of was blending in with the target. Now, again, it just might be the target. That target had a lot of glare on it. That finish on those targets just was the paper material or whatever was like glossy. So at a certain range, it was getting kind of hard to see. But it is something I noticed with these sights and not with these factory night vision sights with the Prime. So just something that, I wanted to let you guys know about. But overall, a great shooting experience with both. I hope that this video was helpful in helping you determine if you're stuck between which of these two to pick, or even that Prime rating that's coming out really, really soon, if it's not already out before this video drops. But I hope this helped in some way or another, and I hope this answers some questions as far as why do people switch their EDCs, and is it really something that you should be doing? Honestly, that's a question for yourself. That's a personal question. For me, like I said, I'm good with both. So yes, and I trust both. Yes. This one to carry, I have been carrying it. It is easier to conceal because it's shorter with the 15 round mag, but it is heavier. So you definitely do feel it. You get used to it, but it's nice that this one is lighter because it's a little bit more comfortable. I don't get printing with the 2.0 despite how much thicker it is. I have a little bit of printing with this one, and I'm talking with the flush fitting 17 round mag. I don't carry with this. This is just my range mag, but um it's a good mag. If you guys are interested, this is actually made by Hurley Welding, and so is this a magwell. The magwell and the mag extension are both from him. And then again, this is the Zero Hawk EM1. This is a beast of a red dot. you guys check it out. And you guys could obviously check out my affiliate link in the description. I'll leave all of that stuff down there for you guys to check out. And if I got discount codes, I'll throw them down there. Same with the PLX light and all that good stuff. I love hooking y'all up. So check out that description, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.